story developing. Governor RN Ravi of Tamil Nadu is waving the white flag, as it were. After days of bitter and public battles, the governor's office has issued a clarification on his comments earlier this week. Now remember, the governor had said that Tamizhagam and not Tamil Nadu is a more appropriate name for the state. Those comments led to an absolute meltdown in relations between the governor and the government. First, the governor omitted parts of his speech to the Tamil Nadu Assembly. Then he staged a walkout as Chief Minister Stalin was winding up his speech. In response, the DMK had moved a resolution criticizing the governor's address. Their allies, in fact, had staged a massive protest outside the Raj Bhavan. And one DMK leader, in fact, had also called for the governor to be sent to Kashmir to be gunned down by terrorists. Now, this was an ugly and needless battle. But now, Governor RN Ravi is signaling a truce after a trip to Delhi, and many people are saying that this was a summon. Let me quickly first quote from the clarification that has been issued by Governor Ravi's office. He says, and I quote, "While dwelling upon the historical connect between Tamil people and Kashi, I referred to the word Tamizhagam. In those days, there was no Tamil Nadu. Hence, in historical, cultural context, I refer to the word Tamizhagam as a more appropriate expression." The governor says he was not calling for a name change. He says such an interpretation is erroneous and far-fetched. But is it? First, listen in to what the governor had said on January 4th, which sparked this entire debate.
Truth has to prevail. And the truth is that we are all one. It's a part of Bharat and in fact Tamil Nadu. In fact, Tamil Nadu is the one place, let us say Tamizhagam is more appropriate.
He was not talking about history. He said Tamil Nadu is the land that holds the soul of Bharat, and therefore Tamizhagam is more appropriate than Tamil Nadu. The words history and culture were not part of that sentence. But let's ignore that and call it a slip of tongue. Even then, you cannot forget the rest of RN Ravi's speech. He said Tamil Nadu has had regressive politics for the last 50 years, that Tamil people are Dravidians first and then citizens of India. He also said that Tamil Nadu has the tendency to reject things applicable everywhere else in the country. Listen in.
Here in Tamil Nadu, a different kind of narrative has been created. Everything that for the whole of the country which is applicable, Tamil Nadu here will say, no, we are not. Anything you say, they will say, no, we are not. It has become a habit. And this habit has been reinforced to a great degree by all sections of the people, including academia.
Now, what do you make of that? The governor wasn't just talking about history and culture, he was very much talking about contemporary Tamil parties and Dravidian politics. Plus, don't forget what he did with the Pongal invitations. RN Ravi designated himself as the governor of, no, not Tamil Nadu, but as the governor of Tamizhagam, and removed the state emblem from the invitation card. Was that also a reference to historical connect between the Tamil people and Kashi? This is the undeniable fact. The backlash against Governor Ravi isn't the result of that one speech. It's the sum total of everything he has done so far. He questioned Dravidian politics, he questioned the identity of Tamil people, he suggested they are Dravidians first and Indians only by virtue of the constitution. That's effectively questioning the patriotism of Tamil people. So it's not far-fetched or erroneous to say that the governor was calling for a name change. It was the only logical conclusion we could draw from his words and actions. And for all this time, he didn't say a word when the entire controversy was playing out in the media for almost 2 weeks. As for the change of heart, there seems to be outside factors at play here. The governor is here in Delhi as we speak. It's his second visit to the capital in 1 week. Was there a stern message asking him to rein in the Tamizhagam row? Perhaps only the governor can tell us that. But right now, it's important to bury this conflict and move forward, because some DMK leaders also crossed a line by threatening violence against the governor. You cannot do that. This sort of animosity can derail relations forever. And that's bad news for the people of any state. Because let's not forget, the real victim of this political ego battle and the resulting policy paralysis is the people. And why just Tamil Nadu? Most opposition rule states have had the same complaint, that governors are playing politics. Today there was a massive rally, in fact, in Telangana's Khammam, which was attended by many opposition leaders. There was Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, there was Kerala's Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav was there as well. And most of them complained about the misuse of governors. Listen in to what the Chief Minister of Kerala had to say at that rally organized by KCR.
Such attacks are most acute in the states that are ruled by governments that are opposed to the BJP RSS campaign ruling the union. We are seeing it in Telangana as well as in Kerala. Attacks against the states' rights and powers are being carried out even by politically misusing the office of governor. Widespread efforts are on to take control of the higher education sector through the governors in their capacity as chancellors.
Okay, my guest this evening, and since the governor and the government of Tamil Nadu have been at loggerheads, as it were, for the last couple of weeks, these gentlemen have been on the show with us for the last couple of weeks as well. So Narayanan Thirupathy, spokesperson of the BJP, good to have you back. Good evening. Mr. A. Saravanan, spokesperson of the DMK, and Dr. Narayan Lakshman, associate editor of The Hindu, joining us as well. Who should I start with? I guess Mr. Narayan Thirupathy. Mr. Narayan Thirupathy, I know you are very valiantly defended the governor, called him a lion amongst many other things. But today there has been a climb down, and it has been a climb down possibly because of the dressing down that the governor has got in Delhi.
Good. I was watching the way you spoke, Shreya, and it was a good judgment. You had given a judgment today, thinking that you are running a court. It is not like that. I'm telling you, the governor has once again said what he has said the other day. And absolutely, the governor never, as you said, having his white flag or red flag or black flag. The black flags were shown only by the DMK people and not by the governor. So the governor has very clearly pointed out what he had said and how he was pointing out how the DMK intentionally misinterpreted what he said. I think you should have told that, but I don't know. Your judgment was, or your reading of the case was, a mistake. And even when you showed some parts of his speech, he was referring to Tamil Nadu only after he spoke Tamizhagam. And this Tamizhagam, this word was told, instead of Tamil Nadu, it should have been Tamizhagam. That was told by Mr. Annadurai, and it was written and spoken by Mr. Karunanidhi in 1980 in a college function, which I have quoted in my tweet also with the proof in his book called Olipaditha Kanninai Va Va Va, 100th page. Mr. Karunanidhi had said, Mr. Annadurai wanted to name Tamil Nadu as Tamizhagam, whereas people in Delhi said that Tamil Nadu is easy to communicate or to say, to talk, and that is the reason Tamizhagam was not there, because it would have been very difficult. So Mr. Ravi never said anything about renaming Tamil Nadu, but he was saying something very clearly. He has said that. Okay. And today is made very, very clear, but it was intentionally that
Mr. Thirupathy.
Just because
Mr.
they
Thirupathy.
don't...
Okay. Mr. Thirupathy, then tell me something. Logically, okay, we don't even need to be rocket scientists to understand this. Tell me something, very logically. There's a controversy that is playing out for 2 weeks ever since he made that comment. Has he even once come out and given this clarification? No, he hasn't. It takes two trips to Delhi for him to make that clarification. Secondly, एक minute. Mr. Thirupathy, just a minute. I'm not finished. Yes. Mr. Thirupathy, let me make my case and then you can give me a counter argument. The second part is, what does he do? He doesn't try and douse this Tamizhagam fire. He only puts petrol on it when he sends out invites for Pongal. Right? He doesn't refer to Tamil Nadu there. He calls the state Tamizhagam, the governor of Tamizhagam. Now tell me.
Yes.
Where is the
Because you
scope for
asked me, I'll tell you.
misinterpretation?
Please don't interfere. Please don't interrupt. See, number one, you asked about the governor asking, the invitation is Tamizhagam. See, in English it was Tamil Nadu, right? In English it was mentioned as Tamil Nadu. Unfortunately, or I don't know why this media had hidden this. In the English invite it was mentioned as Tamil Nadu. And in Tamil it was mentioned as Tamizhagam. And in many, even in government orders, we have seen it as Tamizhagam. Even in many statues, Chief Minister statues, including that of Mr. Karunanidhi's name in several statues, it is Tamizhaga Mudalvar. Mr. Stalin's Twitter page had Tamizhaga Mudalvar before this issue started. And it was, it is very, very clear. So the first question was, you asked first question, I forgot. What is it? What was
Sir,
your
I
first
was
question?
asking you why he was silent all this while. If he had to, my first question was that why was he silent all this while? He makes those comments when he makes them. There is an entire controversy playing out. Every third day there's a debate, not on this, only on this channel, on every other channel. And yet the governor keeps quiet through all of it. If he had to give a clarification, why did it take two summons to Delhi to give that clarification?
Wait. Now, the governor has absolutely, he doesn't have anything, to clarify. Because there is no need for him to clarify. Even today, I think why he should have clarified or given a note, because to expose DMK that they have misinterpreted. That is what I feel. It is my opinion. The governor has never misinterpreted. He had exposed the DMK of misinterpreting what he had told. And Tamizhagam, again I am telling you, is not a bad word or filthy word. And when you were speaking, Shreya, you said that Mr. Ravi would have been gunned down in Kashmir. No, he has not said that. He said, we will send the terrorists from Tamil Nadu.
I didn't say that, sir. Please.
No, you said the DMK person said that he will be gunned down in Kashmir. You said that. But actually what he had said was, we will send, that is the DMK will send the terrorists to Kashmir and gun down the governor. I think you missed it.
Okay. Lost in translation, maybe. I apologize. Okay. Let's get in Mr. Saravanan now. Mr. Saravanan?
Yes.
Mr. Saravanan, what was it? All lost in translation, even for the DMK, because, the BJP spokesperson on the panel still valiantly is defending Mr. Ravi and saying this is only the mischief of the DMK and the media, that the controversy has blown out of proportion. He never said the state should be renamed.
Shreya, it's always a pleasure to be on your show because no other anchor understands Tamil Nadu politics as you do. You have given an excellent commentary on what has happened. Yes, because you have given the right commentary without a very neutral commentary on what has happened and what the governor has done. Now, by this clarification, the so-called clarification, the governor has tied himself into knots. This is not a clarification. He is merely reiterating what he has stated earlier. See, the problem is, it's a straw man argument that we said there will be a change of name. The governor is contemplating a change of name. We will oppose it. That is not the grievance. That is not the complaint against the governor. The complaint against the governor is that he said Tamil Nadu is inappropriate. We pointed out how it's the name that is there in the constitution. The first schedule of the constitution contains the name Tamil Nadu. We are asking, what business does this man have to say Tamizhagam is appropriate and Tamil Nadu is inappropriate? What connection does he have to the state of Tamil Nadu? Is he a Tamilian? Is he a Tamil scholar? And pointedly, today in his statement, again, he wades into another unnecessary controversy, being that there is no literature which says Tamil Nadu. We have literature which says Silappadigaram, which is 1,000 years ago, more than 1,000 years ago. It clearly states Tamil Nadu. So who is advising him? Or he is doing this deliberately to kick up one controversy over the other. And you are saying that the BJP has given a dressing down. But probably I should disagree with that, because we are seeing here Mr. Narayanan Thirupathy coming and defending the governor. See, and he has changed the word Tamil Nadu in the on the banners on the 15th of January, probably because of the backlash he has received from the people of Tamil Nadu. He says DMK is misrepresenting, that is why he has given this clarification. People of Tamil Nadu are the most intelligent people, the most discerning people. They know what to take, what not to take. If the governor is giving a clarification, a so-called clarification, it is because he has hurt the pride of the Tamils. And the BJP is shamelessly and blatantly supporting this governor who is deliberately hurting the pride. Because the word Tamil Nadu, we got that word, we got that name after a huge struggle. We have said so many times in the show, Sankara Linganar, a great man, a great Tamilian, lost his life doing fast unto death for having this name. So that is the emotion attached with the name Tamil Nadu. That is why we are staying firm with this. That is why we are not able to take this assault by the governor.
I thought you would be happy today, given the fact that the governor has issued a clarification, well, which is not an apology, but at least it's a clarification, possibly an admission that, you know, what he said was interpreted wrongly. You should be happy and take this as a victory. Instead, you're looking for another controversy here. But let me get in Dr. Narayan Lakshman here. 10 seconds,
Shreya. See, this is a victory in the sense on the 15th. When you use the word Tamil Nadu in the banner, that is a victory for the people of Tamil Nadu. That is the victory for the spirit of Tamils. Not today, not the clarification today.
Yes,
the
Mr.
clarification
Thirupathy.
today. The clarification today.
Mr. Thirupathy, 10 seconds
what
only.
he has stated.
Okay. Mr. Thirupathy, 10 seconds only. I have to go to Narayan Lakshman.
Yeah. Mr. Saravanan was saying that in Silappatikaram, it was Tamil Nadu was written. But I think Mr. Saravanan claims that he has studied more than Mr. Karunanidhi. I repeat what Mr. Karunanidhi had said. Mr. Karunanidhi on 15/10/1980, he said in Ponneri Law College, Ponneri Government College, that it was written in Silappatikaram, Imil Kadal Varaipil Tamizhagam. It was mentioned as Tamizhagam. Mr. Karunanidhi had said, and Mr. Karunanidhi writes that it was Mr. Annadurai had wanted Tamil Nadu to be named as Tamizhagam. So probably Mr. Saravanan wants to deny what Mr. Karunanidhi had said. I trust and I respect Mr. Karunanidhi for his work on Tamil.
Okay. Dr. Narayan Lakshman, I would have said all is well that ends well, but clearly not when it comes to Tamil Nadu, or at least the governor versus government Tamil Nadu edition.
Yes, Shreya, I think what you said earlier about we should bury this episode and move forward, I don't think that's going to happen. The reason being, this is only one brick in a larger sort of wall, which has to do with escalating tensions between the governor and the ruling party at the state, the DMK. And the reason for that is obviously in this case, the provocation is the use of Tamizhagam and so forth. But the bigger context, as we all know, is that the BJP is seeking to have a greater presence in the state politically. It has definitely done well, and is in terms of historical record, it has got a small presence in the state assembly, but it has a long way to go in terms of winning the hearts and minds of the Tamil people. Therein comes this very poignant question about the name, and it raises very interesting questions about the Dravidian movement itself and the use of rhetoric by political leaders to mobilize the people. So I think let's ask a few questions. One is, why has this turnaround happened? Yes, it is possible that there was a dressing down from higher up, but even if there wasn't, and even if it was contrition on the part of the governor, this certainly has to do with the realization that the name Tamil Nadu has a significance that arouses very strong emotions. And let's face it, today the youth of Tamil Nadu are not maybe so aware of the nuances of the Dravidian movement as their parents and grandparents were from 1967 onwards. And this, however, could bring it back to the forefront. And a new generation of voters could start asking questions about Why was there a fight for state autonomy? Why was Tamil Nadu's political path unique in some ways? What is its place in center-state relations today? So I think the BJP is actually fighting for something quite different from that, which is let's have a sort of a more homogeneous approach across all states. And therefore, this controversy has slightly resulted in a feeling of I shot myself in the foot. That is number one. The second question is, where does it go from here? And I think, as you said, this episode got very ugly in terms of that whole Kashmir remark and so forth, and that was not necessary. But there is an unresolved tension between Raj Bhavan and the state government. And I think that has to do with the broad question of how are non-BJP states going to be pushing back against the BJP's attempts to gain entry. And I think that's going to hot up as we get closer to both the Lok Sabha election and then obviously the next state assembly election.
Okay. Good to have you. Good to get your perspective. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. Narayan Thirupathy, Mr. Saravanan, and Narayan Lakshman, thank you very much. There's a big story from the world of sport that has suddenly exploded to the headlines. That's coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Do stay with us. Thanking my guests for this one.